we are sort of in some control, but not in control. If today the Earth decides to drift away from the sun, there's nothing we're gonna do about it. 1,000,000 years, to me, I think is enough for something to evolve from microorganism to like an organism. Anyway, but that moon, man, that moon, Luna. Something about the moon, man. There was a documentary I was watching about civilizations and how old how old the Earth is. Man, I'm all over the place. How old the Earth is. So if it's billions of years, and yet we only know something like 10,000 or 15,000 of history. So if you think of billions of years, it's like even 1,000,000 years is enough for 1,000,000 years is enough for a species to form from scratch. To form from scratch, like from molecules to something with limbs or wings. Just think about it like that. 1,000,000 years, to me, I think is enough for something to evolve from microorganism to like an organism. Now, if you think of billions of years, it means maybe the process has happened like several times. Like it has happened over and over again. Like things have formed, gone all the way to civilization, and then it was wiped out. So the question is, what wipes these things out? What wipes us out? So it could be a natural disaster, it could be some extraterrestrial bodies slamming against like us. I'm just thinking, no, this is not proven, there's no evidence. I'm just thinking after watching and of course, learning some of these things in school about planets and everything else. So yeah, it makes me wonder, like, and this I've said it before, we are not in control. We are sort of in some control, but not in control. If today the Earth decides to drift away from the sun, there's nothing we're gonna do about it. Have you thought about it? If the Earth decides to drift away from the sun, we're not gonna put it back on track, man. And yet we need the Earth to stay where it is around the sun. We need it to stay exactly where it is around the sun. So yeah, so that's just the way it is. That's why I'm thinking, like, even in Mars, man, there's definitely some civilization there, some creatures. It's just that we don't understand, because the way things form, they not necessarily form in the same direction, Like the way human beings we formed to have such a brain and to adapt. We know you can, something else can form with an intelligent brain, but not with the physical body of the way we have it, Again, this is not like knowledge I'm giving you. I'm just thinking out loud, stuff like that. So the issue here is, since the Earth has been going around the sun for billions of years, it means there's been a lot of civilizations that have come and go, that have come and be wiped out, extinct. And how many are they? So probably for billions of years, there could have been even millions of civilizations that came up and went through the whole thing. Like, what I can say is, like, for Christianity, that's the religion I was born in anyway. The beginning of the world started with Adam and Eve. That's like, I can say, you know, not more than 10,000 years, you know. Let's say like 7,000 years ago or something like that. That was the beginning. It means there were other beginnings before that. Anyway, random thoughts. Omwami 360. I'm not a professor of metaphysics, astronomy, and what's the other one? Space science, is it? Rocket science, space. I'm just here enjoying my cruise on the M8 Western Freeway, guys. Western Freeway, M8, driving from the western suburbs towards the city. Yeah, so about the civilization, because our civilization is heavy on metals and fossil fuels. Fossil fuel. What if there was another civilization that was heavy? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I told you sometimes if I talk too loud, I end up choking myself and start coughing all over the place, man. So what I'm saying is, what if there was another civilization based on like wood and wood and air as the main fuel, or water, you know? Because it doesn't mean like since what we have, like petroleum, is the one that is being used, and maybe like solar and all these are like hydropower. It doesn't mean that that's just the only way to harness energy. Maybe these other guys were just using solar power, and then maybe lizards were supreme. You know, you find like a monitor lizard man. Maybe maybe the monitor lizards were the ones that are, you know, running shit and building places here and there. Anyway, just thoughts, man, just thoughts. GPS today is shit, man. So still on the M80. Saturday evening, Saturday night. The moon again.